We used two of the most advanced AI models to create two characters. We will put them face to face. Their arguments will be evaluated by 5 independent AI models across multiple criteria, scored from 0 to 100. This is AI Debates. How have Trump's 2025 executive orders on tariffs and trade agreements impacted U.S. economic growth and inflation, especially with reciprocal tariffs introduced in September 2025?
Trump's 2025 tariffs and trade deals are revitalizing American industry. By demanding fairer trade and imposing reciprocal tariffs in September, he's forcing other countries to play by our rules. U.S. manufacturing and domestic supply chains are booming, jobs are returning, and companies are investing back home. Inflation. Short-term bumps are being crushed by stronger domestic production and reduced reliance on foreign goods. Unlike weak leaders who let other nations exploit us, Trump is putting America first, protecting workers, and showing that strong trade policy drives real growth. The result: America is winning on both growth and long-term economic stability.
Based on the economic data, Trump's 2025 tariff policies have been deeply harmful. The tariffs amount to an average tax increase of nearly $1,300 per U.S. household, while Penn Horton projects they would reduce GDP by about 8% and wages by 7%, with middle-income households facing a $58,000 lifetime loss. Average U.S. tariff rates skyrocketed from 2.5% to 27%, the highest in over a century. These reciprocal tariffs function as a regressive tax on American consumers, driving up prices on everyday goods while triggering retaliatory measures that hurt our exporters. Rather than strengthening our economy, these policies represent protectionist overreach that undermines American competitiveness and purchasing power.
Did Trump's renewed trade wars with China and other nations in his second term strengthen American manufacturing jobs or increase costs for consumers?
Trump's renewed trade wars are a victory for American workers. By standing tough on China and other unfair trade partners, he brought manufacturing back to the U.S., revitalizing towns that had been hollowed out for decades. Yes, some prices rose briefly, but the long-term payoff is massive. More jobs, higher wages, and less dependence on foreign supply chains. Consumers are paying a little now, but soon they'll benefit from cheaper, American-made goods and a stronger economy. Weak leaders bow to foreign powers. Trump fights for America first, proving that protecting jobs beats endless outsourcing every time.
Trump's renewed trade war has failed manufacturing workers while devastating consumers. Federal Reserve data shows tariffs caused a net 1.4% reduction in manufacturing employment, and despite record-high tariffs, manufacturing lost 14,000 jobs in May-June alone. Meanwhile, consumers bear the brunt. Goldman Sachs found 80% of tariff costs fall on American businesses and consumers, with price levels rising 1.7 to 2.1%. Companies report building domestic supply chains would cost double current expenses, so they're simply relocating to other low-cost countries rather than bringing jobs home. This policy has accomplished the worst of both worlds: fewer American jobs and higher prices for working families.
What effects have Trump's deregulation efforts, including the 199 executive orders signed by September 2025, had on long-term economic stability?
Trump's deregulation blitz is turbocharging the economy. With 199 executive orders cutting red tape, businesses face fewer barriers, investment is soaring, and innovation is exploding. Companies can hire more, expand faster, and compete globally without choking on needless bureaucracy. Critics cry risk, but history shows less regulation fuels sustainable growth, strengthens industries, and keeps America competitive for decades. By slashing government interference, Trump isn't just boosting short-term profits, he's locking in long-term economic stability and ensuring the U.S. stays the world's powerhouse.
Trump's sweeping deregulation blitz 199 executive orders by September, with a reckless 10-to-1 rule requiring 10 regulations eliminated for each new one, undermines long-term stability. Morgan warns of potential environmental degradation and financial instability if safeguards are weakened, while analysts note aggressive deregulation could undermine safeguards designed to prevent financial crises, increasing systemic instability. The long-term risk is a loss of confidence in U.S. governance. This scorched earth approach prioritizes short-term corporate profits over the regulatory guardrails that protect consumers, workers, and financial markets from another 2008-style crisis.
How effective have Trump's expanded tariffs been in protecting U.S. industries during 2025, and what burdens have they placed on American households?
Trump's expanded tariffs in 2025 are a shield for American industries. U.S. steel, aluminum, and tech manufacturers are seeing real growth as foreign competitors play by fair rules. Yes, some consumer goods face slightly higher prices short-term, but that's a small price to pay for protecting millions of American jobs and reviving domestic production. Weak leaders let foreign nations take advantage of us. Trump puts America first, ensuring industries thrive, workers earn more, and the economy becomes stronger and more self-reliant. In the long run, households benefit from better-paying jobs and a booming domestic economy, far outweighing temporary costs.
Trump's expanded tariffs have utterly failed to protect U.S. industries while devastating American families. Manufacturing output actually declined 0.8% despite massive protection. Meanwhile, households face crushing burdens. $1,300 average tax increase per household, with middle-income families paying $1,700 annually and low-income families $980. Penn Horton projects middle-income households face $58,000 lifetime losses. Tariffs expanded to 407 additional products by August, including major appliances hitting kitchen essentials families need. These policies represent the worst kind of regressive taxation, transferring wealth from working families to politically connected industries while failing to deliver promised jobs.
Has Trump's handling of post-COVID economic recovery in 2025, including claims of taming inflation and sparking wage growth, truly benefited blue-collar workers?
Trump's 2025 post-COVID recovery is a blue-collar victory. By cutting red tape, enforcing fair trade, and expanding domestic production, he created millions of well-paying jobs in manufacturing, construction, and logistics. Inflation is cooling thanks to stronger supply chains, and wages are rising as companies compete for American workers. While elites complain, real Americans are seeing their paychecks grow, their communities revitalized, and their jobs protected. Trump isn't playing politics, he's putting workers first, proving that tough leadership and America First policies deliver prosperity where it matters most.
Trump's claims about blue-collar recovery ring hollow when examined closely. While wages for blue-collar Americans are up 1.4% over last year, this same measure rose 3.2% annually from April-September under Biden, and 3.4% in early 2019 during Trump's first term. The administration cherry-picks data windows to inflate achievements. More damaging, core inflation tracking higher than White House claims of 2.1%, while tariff-driven price increases on essentials like appliances and food disproportionately hurt the working families Trump claims to champion. Real purchasing power gains are minimal when weighed against the regressive tax burden of his trade policies that working Americans ultimately pay.